What's going on, YouTube? Doom back in the retro room today, and we are reviewing the Atomic Skull vs. Superman 2-pack from McFarlane, the DC Multiverse line. Just picked this up from Amazon for $39.99, mainly for the Superman. It's supposed to be the same sculpt as the Action Comics 1000 Superman that's so highly sought after. So I figured, hey, this is a good chance to pick it up and not pay a ridiculous price for it. So why not get it? And thankfully, Amazon got it to me, which they've been doing recently with a lot of stuff. They got me the Batmobile, of course, and they got me the Swamp Thing as well, the glow-in-the-dark Swamp Thing I just got in, and then this one came also, so super stoked about that. Appreciate you guys working through me changing setups constantly. If you notice, the background's a little bit different color. Hopefully the audio sounds better. The audio in my last video was pretty low, which was kind of a bummer, but I'm just working on what looks best and what sounds best, so hopefully this one's going to be sort of the more semi-permanent setup moving forward. But yeah, without further ado, let's check out the back of this thing. The artwork, really sweet on that. This Atomic Skull figure looks pretty cool. I'm not super familiar with the Atomic Skull character, but I did see the pictures and I really liked it. Looks like they did away with windowed packaging for this one. Not really sure why. I don't know if that's because of, like, it's an online exclusive or it's not going to be with retailers. I had heard something about that, but regardless, this one was coming out of the package for me anyway, so not a super big deal. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to kind of dive right into it, get this puppy open, and we're going to check it out. All right, so here they are in all their glory. Before we dive into the figures themselves, let's talk about what comes in the packaging. So you get two of the standard McFarlane stands. Seem to come with every figure that you get from them. And you get the two trading cards. There's your Atomic Skull card. And here is your Superman card. Same art as the box, which is pretty cool. Then you actually get extra hands for soups. These ones are open, almost like, I guess, like, could be used for flying. Doesn't look like they're going to hold anything. And then you get some sort of grabby normal hands for Atomic Skull. Or at least you get one of those, and then you get a fist. Closed fist for the other hand. And then you get this cool sort of effect diorama, this energy, purple energy blast stuff, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, then you get the figures themselves, which look great. Superman has got his sort of classic blue color, the blue color I more associate with the retro, kind of OG Superman. And he looks fantastic. The head sculpt is got to be one of the best classic looking Supermans in my opinion. And the body sculpt is good too. He's not too bulky. Right now for my Justice League, I'm using the Dark Knight Returns body with a different head. I think it's the Rebirth head, kind of a little mishmash custom I put together for my Justice League display, but this guy's going to be the new Justice League soups moving forward. And then, yeah, Atomic Skull, super dope looking. Love the purple. All the different, like, metallic purple, light and dark, with the flame and energy effects. So these are the ones that come on him. You can see it's kind of a punching flame effect and then a blast effect. If I can get that to focus. See if that'll go. Maybe not. Oh well. But you get the idea. So yeah, these basically have sort of your, typical McFarlane articulation. The cape on Superman is molded, which, getting kind of spoiled lately with Batman, with the Batman movie collection and the Batmobile 89. Batman having the cloth capes. Still wish we could get a great cloth cape on Superman, and wish we could get the logo on the back, which it doesn't have. But overall, for $40, I'd say this is a pretty cool 2-pack. So let's just take a little bit closer look at the articulation, kind of go over each of them, and then, yeah, we'll wrap it up. All right, so real quickly with the articulation, you got a single joint on the elbow, double joint on the knees, a nice bend, go nice and far back and kick his own behind. The ab crunch, actually pretty solid. Don't know that you need a major ab crunch for soups, but better than some of the McFarlanes. Then the head, see how far he tilts up for a flying. Not as high as you'd probably like, but still get a chance to make him kind of look like he's looking forward if you bend him a little bit. One of the bummers is that they didn't include a flight stand with this, which is always kind of a bummer when you're talking about Superman, because I feel like he should be, one of the main characters that gets a flight stand, because most of the posing I'd like to do with him would be flying. But yeah, that's sort of the articulation you get. Of course, you always get the kind of mid-foot joint, I don't know what they call that, the sole articulation too, which I actually really love from McFarlane. And then one thing that's kind of weird is, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the elbow or the ankle joint is kind of a different color red. Kind of sticks out pretty noticeably. Not gonna say that I love that, but is what it is. Kind of one of those things that might just have to deal with. But yeah, overall, I'd say it's a great figure. Really great Superman. If you're looking to pick up a Superman, this has got to be up there as one of the best to grab. All right, and then you've got Atomic Skull here. This one, double jointed elbow. Pretty cool. Double jointed knees. Kick his own butt. Got your midsole articulation there as well. Ab crunch, basically non-existent, but again, not really a character you'd expect to see doing many crunches. Head articulation, the neck can get up there. The hair's kind of in the way of this big shoulder piece here, so that a little bit of an issue, but again, I'm not sure it's really necessary for this character. Shoulders can go up pretty high, so that's pretty cool. This is all like a soft rubber up here on the shoulder pad, so that makes it actually pretty easy to still articulate around that. This is overall a really great design figure. Oh, I say that as I pull his arm out. It looks like it will go right back in, hopefully. Yep. No big deal there. That's just me being rough with it, because usually these McFarlanes are pretty stiff, but he's actually kind of loose. And of course you get swivel at the chest as well. So yeah, this is a great looking figure, despite me not really knowing much about the character. Really dig it. I wish that it came with instructions on how to put them in this little diorama piece. I see that it comes apart here, but that doesn't really look like it helps me any figuring out how to put them in there. I noticed there's a foot peg up here. I put his foot in it, but he kept falling over with all the other places I put his other foot. And I guess Superman, there's another peg right there. I don't know. I'd have to mess with this for a while to see. I might have to look up some videos or something of somebody else using it and see how they go in there, because it would be kind of cool to use. I don't know if I'd display soups in it, but Atomic Skull and maybe someone else look pretty sweet in there. So yeah, guys, give me my final thoughts here, and then we'll wrap this video up. Well, there you have it. Atomic Skull and Superman 2-pack from McFarlane. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you like this thing? Does it look worth it? Are you going to be picking it up? Personally, in my opinion, I think it's worth it. It's the only real way to get the Action Comics Superman from Action Comics 1000, the probably best Superman to date that McFarlane's done, aside from paying those scalper prices, which we all know is never fun. Nobody wants to do that. So, yeah, love to hear you guys' opinion. Are you going to pick it up or not? Also, would love to hear your opinion on the reviews. How do you guys like them? Anything we could improve on? Anything you think we could do better? Or just anything you like about them so far. Would love some feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. So please, if you would, leave a comment, like, subscribe to the channel. You can also find me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, a whole bunch of other places. So yeah, with that being said, guys, until the next one, talk to you soon.